Yeah, no, like the controller has what they call like a rumble pack built into it. So when you get to an intense part or something happens, the controller like shakes and it just kind of vibrates and it adds to the stress. What? Do I sit on the controller and let it rumble underneath my beanbag? What the hell? What does that even mean? Welcome back, everybody, to this issue of the Nerdgasm. As always, I am your host, Charles Fernandez. That's me. So, as we all know, one of the most anticipated games for the PlayStation 4 was released just last week. I'm currently finishing my second playthrough of it, and I can honestly say I have never been put through such an emotional roller coaster like I have with this game. Come on, baby, please. You know what? Let's just get right to it. On this issue of the Nerdgasm, the nerd plays The Last of Us Part 2. Alright, so before we get started, I just want to go over a couple of changes before I really dive into this incredible game. So the first part of this video is going to be a completely spoiler-free look at the game. Then, with an amazing warning, of course, I will be diving into this game spoiler-filled, because, well, I have a lot to say.
Well, I have a microphone, and you don't.
So you will listen to every damn word I have to say!
The last big change is I am completely done with these number score reviews. I think the review industry is a little bit of a joke at this point, and it's really flooded with these bullshit number scores, and it really doesn't even make sense. Like a 7.5, what the fuck am I supposed to do with a 7.5? So, I'm gonna make it really simple from here on out. I'm either gonna give this game a nerd approved, or I'm gonna give it a don't waste your time or money. Because really, at the end of the day, that's what you want to know. Is this game worth your time? Is it worth your money? So, now that we're all caught up with the format changes, let's talk about The Last of Us Part 2. First off, this game is totally worth the wait. It is absolutely incredible in every way. Naughty Dog sets the bar again when it comes to narrative, story-driven games. I like to call them interactive movies. The game engine and mechanics is their best version yet. Not only is this a huge improvement from the first game, but they built off of what they did with Uncharted 4. The graphics and environments are absolutely stunning and probably one of the best looking games on the PlayStation 4. While it is not an open world game, it is a huge sandbox, and it's definitely the biggest game Naughty Dog has ever made. There is lots to explore, and the detail is incredible. Whether you're in a dark, abandoned office building, or out in the open, bright landscape, the quality is never compromised.
Oh, shit. I hope you did that, Tommy.
One of my absolute favorite moments is when Ellie is in a basement filled with spores and only illuminated by a red emergency light. Not only is it gorgeous, but it complements this emotion of rage and distress. Interactions with the environment is fantastic and a lot more engaging. For example, if you find yourself by a vending machine, smash that motherfucker open and get some free health with some candy. Just like in the first game, you get to find these notes and journals from other survivors in the world. Another thing that stood out was the amazing upgrades to hand-to-hand combat, stealth, and weapons combat. The shooting mechanics and weapons have evolved, and you see the difference with Ellie having more experience and knowledge of these weapons. I just loved the improvement in upgrading your weapons. Same as the first game, you collect scrap metal and gears, and you perform upgrades on these workbenches. But the actual upgrades are so much better, and they make a huge difference. My favorite thing is the actual upgrade sequences. It's this attention to detail that sets the Naughty Dog standard above everybody else. And the stealth grabs are better and more vicious than ever. Ellie doesn't hesitate, and it is brutal. The sound of someone choking on their blood was horrifying every time. But I love it. The writing and story in this game is on the highest standard. It's such an emotional journey from start to finish. I cried, I laughed, I freaked out, I questioned Ellie, I questioned myself. Just like the first game, there is a central theme throughout, but that theme changes and evolves as you play. What starts so cut and dry in the beginning becomes so much more than that. Yes, there is a zombie apocalypse, and yes, somehow humanity is still worse than the zombies. I realize this concept is a little overdone, but I promise you haven't seen a story like this. Oh, and don't worry, while people are a huge enemy in this game, the zombies are still there and worse than ever. All your faves are still kicking around, you got runners and clickers, but you got some new ones too. That's right, these assholes have evolved, and it really made for some amazing scares and terrifying moments. And be sure to stick around for some of my favorite shit your pants moments. So my first playthrough took me 31 hours, I cried 3 times, and I shit myself at least 10 times. So pretty good. Pretty good. So this is all I can really say about it in the spoiler-free portion of the review. Should you play it? Absolutely. Everyone needs to play this game. But be smart about it. Keep in mind that this is a story-based game, and it is a direct continuation from The Last of Us. So don't just throw yourself into the sequel and then complain that you don't know what's going on.
Come on!
Come on!
Come on!
Anyways, this concludes the spoiler-free portion of the review. So you know what that means. Spoiler warning! Yeah. Jesus. Alright, you've been warned. So now, let's discuss some spoilers! Yeah! Woo! Whoa! Woo! Whoa! Woo! Let's just get this first topic out of the way so that I don't have to start crying again.
He's out. Put him against
Yeah, that was a tough one to handle. It's brutal. Not just how he dies, but losing a character like that in this kind of story, it fucking hurts. That was my first cry in the game. That's for sure. Oh, it fucking hurts. Oh, Joel. Now, this is something that is getting a lot of backlash right now. Apparently some people, some idiots, are outraged that Joel died. Well, you are supposed to be angry when one of the good guys is killed. But you idiots make it seem like they just killed Joel and have no reasoning or a developed story.
Joel?
Come on!
Yeah, I was emotionally destroyed and broken after Joel was murdered right before my eyes. But the story that develops from it was incredible and justified. Some idiots are complaining that they wrote Joel weak and purposely trusting so they could kill him off for shock value. They claim Joel would never have introduced himself and his community to a group of strangers so quick. They specifically reference how in the first game, Joel doesn't fall for an ambush. Now, I understand this idea. That part in the first game, Joel is still very cautious, and his instinct is still very much trust no one and survive at whatever cost. But not only has significant time passed, since the first game, Joel has evolved to so much more than just a smuggler. For the first time since the outbreak, he gets to focus on being a father and living with people again. We also know that since living in Jackson, they are more engaging when meeting new people. They see opportunity in people now to make Jackson better. This isn't to say they won't defend their community if they feel threatened. And this makes sense, given how Joel found Abby on her own and he saved her from the infected.
We're gonna have to
And remember, if it wasn't for Abby's group hiding out in that mansion, there is a good chance they would be ripped to shreds by infected. I am not defending Abby and her group for killing Joel in any way, but I do understand why it happened, and I don't think it was an error in the writing. And Joel's story doesn't just end with his death in the game. In a way, his character has a bigger impact in the story after his death. We see these really emotional and beautiful flashbacks of him being a father to Ellie. We see their love has only gotten stronger and much more complicated.
Useless. Maybe if you just would have given them more time, they could have figured something out.
And he would still do anything to protect Ellie. Their relationship is on shaky ground right up until Joel's death, but their bond is stronger than ever. And that last scene between them, I mean, come on. Even Joel was trying to hold back tears. Oh no, I'm crying again. And the last thing I want to say on the stupid backlash this game is receiving. I've read absolute trash online of people complaining and saying Naughty Dog used this game for a gay agenda. Just shut the fuck up. People are people, love is love, and it is beautifully explored in this game. And if any of you watching this are those dumb assholes that are sending messages of hate or death threats to any of the voice cast, any of the crew, anyone involved with the production of this game, or any hate towards the LGBTQ community or any community of good people, please just unsubscribe, unfollow me, because I have no time for your shit.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you later, James.
Nice to talk to you.
Fuck your mother, okay? Bye-bye.
Now moving on to the themes explored in this game. Obviously, a huge theme in this game is revenge and the repercussions of our decisions. But Naughty Dog throws a curveball with switching things up and making you play as Abby and explore her side of the story. Not only does this switch in narrative develop the theme of revenge further, but it also develops another theme of perspective. Playing Ellie's perspective justifies her revenge for Joel's death. And it makes you hate Abby and her group more as you progress through her story. Playing as Abby and seeing more of her backstory then justifies her revenge on Joel and makes you more conflicted than ever. When perspective becomes a focus, it changes you as a player and the foundation of the decisions these characters make. If Ellie's revenge is justified, then so is Abby's. So who is good and who is evil? By developing the world further and introducing Jackson, the Scars, and the WLF, it becomes harder to see who are the true villains and victims of this world. The WLF are former Fireflies and are military heavy. It's corrupted them into wanting all control, and they use order and firepower to take over and destroy other communities. The Scars are clearly extremists in their faith, which is not good for anybody. Again, what started out as maybe a helpful cause for humanity, it turned into shock faith and aggression. And now, the biggest topic of discussion with this game, Ellie versus Abby. First, I'll go over their similarities and how that made it harder to define who the hero is. Should I just do the rest of the review like that? They are both stricken with grief and rage. They both are... I don't think I can. I'll start that over.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys are still watching this and listening, thank you so much. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyways, first I'm going to go over their similarities and how that made it harder to define who the hero is. They are both entitled to their revenge, and in so many ways, they are both justified. Abby's father is murdered by Joel, and Ellie's father is murdered by Abby. Ellie and Abby are both trying to do what is best when presented with difficult situations. They're both grieving and dealing with unresolved issues. They both experience love, friendship, sadness, humor, and they witness a lot of death.
Breathe, breathe.
There are times I disagree with Ellie, or I'm yelling at her to do something. There are times I'm sympathizing with Abby, or actually cheering her on.
No!
Ellie and Abby share certain similarities. It is their differences that define them as good and evil. And yeah, I'm biased because I've been with her since the first game, but Ellie still makes all her decisions from a place of good. Ellie is full of rage and seeks revenge, but every person she kills takes a toll on her mentally. She only kills as a last resort, or in most cases, Ellie kills in self-defense. With Nora, yeah, she obviously brutally murdered her. And while it appears Ellie is embracing the rage and enjoying killing Nora, by the time she gets back to the theater, she is trembling with guilt and regret. Only realizing after killing Mel that she was pregnant, Ellie experiences severe guilt and has a panic attack. Where Abby is presented with similar situations and behaves more aggressively and violent. When Abby is beating the shit out of Dina and ready to kill her, Ellie pleads with her and tells her that she is pregnant to bring out Abby's humanity.
She's pregnant. Good.
Abby doesn't even hesitate and just embraces killing her more. Ellie is a survivor and has more of a community and humane outlook on life. Abby is a soldier and is more desensitized to the world. Oh, I've never been so conflicted and scared playing a game. And I don't even mean the jump scares. You have no choice but to play as Abby and beat the shit out of Ellie. There were so many times where I died as Abby. Yeah, no, I'm okay with that. Can it just end there? That's great. I don't think I can kill Ellie. Are you kidding me? Like, what if they made you kill Joel? Oh my god. Oh my god. I was losing my fucking mind during this whole part. But that is a big part of the challenge. You are not in control of the story, and you just have to embrace it. And then playing as Ellie in the rematch at the end?
Damn!
I love this ending and this whole sequence. It's just so fucking good. Ellie proving she is better than Abby after everything Ellie has been put through and the weight it's taken on her life. She spares Abby and she lets her live. Ellie knew killing Abby, even at that point, wouldn't bring Joel back or change anything. It would have killed her own humanity and reasoning to keep surviving. Where Abby's love for her father was clouded by rage for so long that it fueled her violent behavior. And yes, she saved Lev. And I understand Lev is a scar and that went against everything Abby knew. It just proves I have so many things I can say about this game. Seriously, I could make a whole other video just talking about the story of this game. It's a masterpiece. Maybe I'll make another video when they announce they're making a Last of Us 3. Speaking of Last of Us Part 3, this is all I will say. Just like the first one, if the story ends here and we never get a Part 3, I am totally fine with that. Since Ellie is still alive though, if they decide to do a Part 3, fuck yeah, I am totally there. Whatever Naughty Dog has planned, I am down. They have proven with all of their games so far, they know what they're doing. But before I leave you, as promised, here are some of my favorite shit your pants moments. Oh fuck. Oh my god, there's so many. Okay, running. Oh god damn it. This part was beautiful. Oh, and this is chaos. Absolute die. Oh shit. God damn it. Oh no, puppy, I just wanted to play with you. I wanted to pet you. Why are you making me do this? Oh. Oh, Jesus. God damn. Fuck you. What? Fuck you too. Okay. Oh no. No. Oh, damn. Fuck. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Oh, kind of fuck you, but at the same time, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, and fuck you. Oh, yeah. America. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, and the hammer of Thor. Oh, and of course, fuck you. And okay, yeah, I remember this. This wasn't fun at all. Oh no! Oh, this thing and oh fuck! Son of a bitch! Oh my god, this thing is basically a ball of zombies. Oh no! And he threw one of his little fucking pieces off, and it's another zombie. It's a goddamn. It's a horse show. And fuck you! Oh. Yeah, this part was great. Terrifying. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, fuck you, yeah. Oh, Ellie is so badass. Yum. And, oh yeah, Abby too. Abby's fucking badass too. And so is Ellie, goddamn. Oh man. Oh, I love you, Ellie. Oh yeah. Don't bring a gun to a bomb arrow fight, bitch. Alright, and there you have it, my complete review of The Last of Us Part 2. I think I covered and said everything I wanted to. This game is definitely nerd approved. Schwing! And you should go out and get this game. I don't know if you download it or you go to the store and you buy it, just fucking get it and play it right now! Is it zooming in? Does it zoom in on my face? Like, no! Oh, okay, we don't have the zoom. Fuck. Well, that's it for this issue of the Nerdgasm. Thank you again for stopping by. Make sure to check out all the issues now streaming at youtube.com/cfbomb. The next game I'll be playing is Ghost of Tsushima. It's the next really big anticipated game for the PlayStation 4. It looks incredible. I'm super excited to play it. So make sure to subscribe so you can see it first. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time on the Nerdgasm. Woo! Yeah! Alright, so unprotected sex, let's do this!